hoping we reconnected with a stronger connection utilizing Streamlabs desktop version 1.17.2 to simultaneously connect to TikTok Live and Twitch TV. Welcome to a First Impression Fridays episode of the almost daily variety gaming live stream show Extravaganza. We'll be taking a first impression, quick dip our toes in and figure out what it feels like kind of playthrough of the opening sequences for Eternal Strands. But first, let's welcome our audience back. Robot audience, welcome back voice. Please read the script.
Short form welcome back script. Hello human viewers. Welcome back from our station break. All required adjustments have been recalibrated. Welcome back to the Zeppoverse. Let's dive right back into what we had been doing before going offline just now. No need for extended intro with warnings and disclaimers. We already did that for today. If you are new here, please be advised the extended warnings and disclaimers cold open script always in effect, despite only being used as the opener for the first initial stream of the day on any given day. If you have not watched IT, warnings and disclaimers, please to check out the very first video of this or any other given day to view the most recent opening messages for the show. And now, without further ado, we return to the gaming action of insert name of current game here. Yin Yang First Impressions Fridays Yin Yang Eternal Strands Yin Yang the almost daily variety chaos live stream and content creation show Extravaganza Yin Yang. End of short form welcome back script. Enjoy the gaming action.
There we go. I don't know why the text wasn't coming through over here. Is it coming through now? It is now. Hooray! It wasn't earlier. I guess it was lagging. No iPad Pro. Why did I click on it? There's nothing there. Welcome, folks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Greetings and salutations, friends. I am your animated robotic host from a literary book series you have not read yet because I'm only just now beginning to write it experimentally before your eyes here on the live stream show. Although technically not right now because we're going to play this brand new game. The trick is, playing this game is going to feed into what we write about. It's a vicious circle. Oh, my hair's all wonky. Alrighty, DJ Zed in the background just for another hot second more. We're going to be taking a first impressions look at Eternal Strands. I wish I had the graphics. I'd show you my Shakespeare card. To game or not to game? That is the question. I've been working on a Shakespeare translation. I don't remember if I have it in front of me. Oh, we should ask ChatGPT to translate to be or not to be speech, but into to game or not to game. Let's go. This will be a fun gimmick. One of the features, hello, welcome to the Infinity Desktop Portal of Infinity. Let's jump through it. One of the gimmicky podcast episode things that I have tested and plotted out and then haven't really done yet. I'm going to start getting into since I have a ChatGPT thing, conversation going, is just have a chat show where I talk with ChatGPT and ask it questions and have it talk. Okay, so welcome. We will read TikTok live viewership roll call in just a minute. Stay tuned for that. But hold on. What was it? Oh snap! What was the question? I just forgot what the idea was. Wish I could rewind my own video, but I can't. If anyone was watching in chat, type the question out. What were we doing? What was the thought? Come back to me, idea. No, we don't have the iPad Pro. We have chat show, but no iPad Pro there. Okay. What the F was the idea? What was it, friends? Eternal Strands. Welcome. Had an idea. Let's ask ChatGPT. What if something? It wasn't a www one or a wwjd one. I had those already plotted out. Holy moly, what was it? Oh, I'm so sad. I'm gonna have to watch this intro just to see what the idea was and then go write it out. Dear future self, remember to re-watch this. Don't need to clip it or make a clip out of it. But watch this again to see what was that thought. I said it out loud. And then it flew away. But I can't. Come on. Where is it? Where's the idea? Welcome. This is how chaotic the show can be. Proof that this is real, raw, radically unscripted entertainment for your giggle value. For your gigglation. Giggle-tastic. For your shits and giggles. All right, hold on. I was like, let's ask ChatGPT to write. Oh, I remember. To game or not to game. Let's go. Hooray, it came back. Yay. See, a little breath, a little meditation, a little time upon the wind, and I shall return. Whoa, that was a deep cut. Okay. Please rewrite the Shakespeare speech How do I word this? I wanted to rewrite Shakespeare and the speech to be or not to be. That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler to remember the words from Shakespeare or to forget them and make a comedy bit. Ba-dum-bum. I used to know that one. I am not a Shakespeare memorizer. I'm a pretty decent, halfway, almost good Shakespeare actor. If anybody wants to pay me to be in a Shakespeare thing, I will be the last to get off book and remember my lines 100%. But once I got them, I will rock them like I was a native speaker. It just takes me forever. I have a friend, to go on a random tangent. I have a very good friend of mine that has a twin brother. They both are very well versed in Shakespeare. One of them can like conversantly drop some Shakespeare quotes pretty good. The other one can recite to you from visual memory, like part and parcel, like chapter and verse with the numbers, any reference. Go Hamlet in the middle somewhere, blah, 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 and anything. And I tell you the name of the, he just has the pages in his brain and he can read, he's not remembering them from like having said it. He's visually reading it in his brain, visual memory. It's insane. So that guy could say, like that guy had the entire, like full, like the, whatever the full folio is. There's a version of the Shakespeare plays that is called like the Folio Maximus or some weird something with folio. Maybe it's just called folio. Anyways, I'm not like that. All right, I want to ask ChatGPT, we're asking ChatGPT to rewrite Shakespeare, the Shakespeare speech to be or not to be. I'm writing, you're watching to game. We're going to make it tough. I don't know if I spelled that right. Let me go double check the spelling of this. That didn't give me an autocorrect from whatchamahoozle, but sometimes it just doesn't know and or it's taking forever and it's thinking. Let's go over here. Iambic pentameter. I did not spell that right. Iambic pentameter. I did not write it right, but we're going to copy paste it right here. Copy. Iambic pentameter, blah, 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 is a rhythmic pattern that consists of 10 syllables per line, with an alternating stressed and unstressed syllables. The pattern that emerges sounds like this. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. or however that's supposed to go. Anyways, they tried to teach it to us in Shakespeare school when I went to Shakespeare school, and it was not a thing that stuck in my head. But let's go back over here to ChatGPT, where we will replace this with the correct spelling. Updating. Let me reread my questions so far to see if we're on track to a good thing. Oh, and you know what? Let me check. Let me add the camera back in over there to you all on, and we're gonna adjust it so that it doesn't block everything. I think we're gonna, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna kind of mimic the TikTok. And we're gonna put it. No, we're gonna not mimic the TikTok. We're gonna put it over here like it's gaming style. We're gonna shrink it like that. No, better yet, we're gonna put it over here because I know what that placement looks like. All right. Okay, friends, we're going back to ChatGPT. We're gonna ask DJ Zed to fire up a techno beat groove pad instigating dance audio entertainment track created in collaboration with the engineers and musicians and nerds over at Groove Pad. Thank you so much for giving us license to use these loopified remixes of the audio assets provided with that application. This is a genuine, not paid endorsement. GroovePad is an awesome one. So is the other one that we use, which name I can't remember right now. Okay, let's go back to ChatGPT. Wait, I want this to be at the magic number. Where's 33.3? So it's not so crazy loud that I gotta yell. All right, let us reread our question to ChatGPT. I can't wait to see what the answer is. Please rewrite the Shakespeare speech to be or not to be so that it is about gaming, comma, which is probably bad. Let's just full stop it. Whoops, let's spell things right. It must start with the line, to game or not to game, that is the question, and then proceed from there, remaining true to the original iambic pentameter. Let's capitalize pentameter so that's like a term. As much as possible, while updating the language and colloquial references to be and gaming culture. Please and thank you. I'm going to have a conversation with ChatGPT, thanking them for all the wacky things that they do now. I do not use the content directly, except for when we have the conversation. So welcome to a mini inserted pregame chat lounge session episode of Conversations Between Two Robots. Conversations with ChatGPT. Sorry, I don't know why my fidget widgets is my hair ties that I tie my hair with, and I feel annoyed when I hold them. Okay, so here we go. This is Chat... Wait, I think I'm blocking the name ChatGPT, and so to be fair... Oh no, maybe I'm not. But let's just in case. Make sure we're not. We're going to move it all the way down here. It'll block just my conversations, and hopefully you'll still see clearly. And then over here on TikTok, y'all have a perfectly clear view. My hair is a mess. I'm not used to this, by the way. I know it looks like I've always had long hair, based on my recent social media, but it's relatively new still to me. And I'm still getting used to it. Okay, here we go. Back to ChatGPT. Welcome. We are in my ChatGPT account. I've had lots and lots and lots of conversations with ChatGPT about a lot of things. So tune in for a whole new podcast series called Conversations Between Two Robots. Because I don't think I could say conversation with ChatGPT without them getting mad at me. Here we go. I'm going to have a robot. This is why it's going to be called Conversations Between Two Robots. I'm going to wear two different outfits, and I'm going to lip sync to these maybe if I get into doing it that complicated. But otherwise, I'm just going to sit back. Maybe I'll just be the moderator. I wish I had an easy way to animate a robot saying these lines, but I don't. Not one that wouldn't take me days and days and days to put together. Here is the Mac iOS desktop text reader for your web applications reading the question that I just typed into ChatGPT before we get the answer. Come here, speech. Where are you? Start speaking, speech.
Please rewrite the Shakespeare speech to be or not to be, so that it is about gaming. It must start with the line, to game, or not to game, that is the question, and then proceed from there, remaining true to the original iambic pentameter, as much as possible, while updating the language and colloquial references to be about video games and gaming culture.
Okay, boom. That is our question. We looking good over here? Yes, we are. I'm excited. I'm a little nervous. I think this is fun and weird. I know there's a lot of reasons why a lot of people disagree with, dislike, disavow, and are protesting ChatGPT or AI in general. I'm on the fence. I'm still doing my due diligence and mucking about and finding out, and I might as well try to make content out of it along the way. Let's hit return and find out what ChatGPT writes. But first, we're going to turn away so we don't see it. Let's go over here. We're gonna pause. No, we're not. We're gonna go over here. Where is my just chatting screen? I'm gonna click on a few different screens. Okay, that still looks good. So this will be fun and weird. Pin on the corkboard. I gotta Vanna White this better without looking. See, I look over there because that's what the screen is, but I gotta look over there because that's where the corkboard is. Join me. Pin on the corkboard. Friendly reminder. You may want to join me in the not too distant future when we do a podcast episode about AI and whether or not there are problematic issues with... I was not ready to say that sentence yet. Please join me in a future podcast episode over on Sprecher.com, where we will engage in the back and forth public discourse around the ethics of AI. Is it bad? Is it just in need of improvement? Will it take over the world? Will it bring us world peace? Join us for another news segment. There will be a spin-off episode series from that, where we have conversations with AI. Am I allowed to just say conversations with AI? That might be a way to do it. I like conversations between two robots, but I realize it also is a sort of inadvertent reference to Between Two Ferns, which I don't mean because I do not like that show. I don't dislike that guy, whatever his name is, but that show doesn't work for me. I like him in movies. I don't like him on that show, but I'm glad it works out for him. I'm glad he made something out of that. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I'm not a hater. I just have my opinions. No need to troll, right? DJ Z is done with his music. Let's jump back through the... Oh, wait. Let's come back to the Infinity Desktop portal of Infinity, where we will return to ChatGPT to see what they wrote. And then we're going to let it say it in its own voice. I don't know. Should I try to lip sync to it, or should I just sit in awe and listen to it? I might jump on board and try to lip sync. I'm trying to get, we are now officially in development rehearsals for a new lip sync robot dance video TikTok project. So maybe it'll do us. Okay, look at that. It's got a whole thing. Let's let it speak for itself.
To game or not to game, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the lag and glitches of outrageous servers, or to take arms against a sea of campers, and by opposing, pwn them. To frag, to rage, no more, and by a rage quit to say we end, the heartache and the thousand noob mistakes that skill is heir to, 'tis a respawn devoutly to be wished. To frag to win, perchance top leaderboard, there's the rub. For in that clutch of victory, what thrills may come, when we have pressed continue past the grave, must give us pause. There's the respawn loop that makes calamity of grinding play. For who would bear the teabags and the trolls, the salty chat, the griefer's insolence, the matchmaking delay, the sweatlord's wrath, the sting of losing rank, and the endless grind that patient gamers suffer when he himself might quit the game with but a power down? Who would endure the hours-long queue, to stand in lobbies filled with toxic spam, but that the lure of glory in the game, the undiscovered level from whose maps no gamer has returned, puzzles the will, and makes us rather clutch the stick we know than flee to games we know not of? Thus gaming does make grinders of us all, and thus the native hue of bold attack is sicklied o'er with the pale cast of lag, and leaderboards of great moment and renown. With this regard their players turn away and lose themselves in cutscenes. Soft you now, the devs divine, in their next patch. Be all my broken saves remembered.
Not too shabby. Some of those things don't really make sense, like the last bit. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. But it does. Some of the, like, for the last few lines jump from idea to idea a bit abruptly. But that's okay. I couldn't have done that. Let's be really, I'm going to be really blunt. I love writing. I think I'm not that bad at it, but I could never have done that. In part because although I love Shakespeare, it's not like a native tongue to me. It doesn't, when I read it, I'm like, what the F are they talking about? Like, what the, and iambic pentameter, I hear it and I feel it in the language, but I don't understand it. And I couldn't plot it out, and I can't demarcate it. There's a system for demarcating, like for actors to prepare Shakespeare, and I had to just fudge it and wing it and hope I was right. And I got a lot of notes all the time because I didn't really hit the right thing. That is wacky. I feel like that. I don't know if you guys know, there's a content creator out there somewhere, and I want to know what AI they use. But this duderino is a drummer, and I wish I could drum. I can't. And he's got a whole drum set in a studio, and he's got a camera, and he asks AI to orchestrate and sing. I do not know what app he uses. I want to know what app, but I don't think he promotes it because it's like everyone will take it away from him and use it. But it must be one of them out there, and it's uncanny. I want to know what app it is because it's always, the voice is creepy, spot on. The lyrics are creepy, spot on. The music is creepy, spot on. There's been a few fails, but most of the time, I don't know about from behind the scenes. I don't know how many get rejected. But what he does is like, give me Frank Sinatra sings the Red Hot Chili Peppers Under the Bridge or whatever. And then he drums along to it, which is the other thing because he's always spot on. I don't know what his name is, but kudos. Please, if anybody knows what, because I am sure I could ask ChatGPT to write some lyrics in the style of an artist, mishmash with a style, in this genre or whatever, but I don't think I can get it to generate the music and sing along to it so that I could play my guitar or whatever. I couldn't play the guitar, but I have a guitar right there. That's going to be part of the show. My face is so itchy. Okay. That was fun. I am now, are we still on this? Yeah. Let's double check. Make sure things are looking good. Welcome, friends. We got no viewers on Twitch. Do we got any TikTok? Sarah, Malik, Tyrone. What's up, Tyrone? F what? ChatGPT. F what? I don't know what you mean by F what, but that is ChatGPT, Tyrone. Thank you for being here. We're just goofing off a little bit. Then we're going to take a first impression look at Eternal Strands. Who knows if that's going to be 20 minutes or an hour and a half or 7 hours. I have no idea. I never can predict those. Sometimes they go real fast. Sometimes they go real slow. Okay, so ChatGPT. Yes. We looked up. I asked ChatGPT, please rewrite Shakespeare's speech to be or not to be so that it is about gaming. Because that's the theme for First Impression Fridays. You see, my friends, there's a gimmick to my live stream. Let's go look at my boom. Let's go look at my channel on Twitch. On TikTok, you don't really see this the same way, so we're just going to use this as the example here right now. I'm going to have to pause it real quick so you don't hear myself talking. Over here on Twitch TV, Mr. Zeppo, I like to do what I call... Over here on Twitch TV, Mr. Zeppo. 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 Portal to infinity! Portal to infinity! Portal to infinity! Okay. If you look at my... Now I forgot what I was talking about. Why did we come over here? On my About tab. Never mind the infinity portal. TikTok. You can find my TikTok. Oh, right. The gimmick on my thing. the gimmick on my game, about my show. Do you see this over here? All the way on the right? The almost daily variety gaming upvote box. Dear friends, here is where I humbly implore you, if you're an enthusiast, if you're on TikTok and you also occasionally visit the Twitch, or you're thinking about coming over, come on through, if nothing else, just to blow this up, because we get more TikTok viewers than we do Twitch viewers. So come on through and show them the numbers. But there, I want you to vote for the game that you want me to focus on next week. So it's Friday right now. I'm gonna not count the votes until a week from today. Next Friday, whatever date that is, February blum plump. We're gonna review this box. We're gonna come over here. If you want to nominate a game, you can pick from the games on this game list. Some of these have been uninstalled to save space, but I like them, so I've not removed them. Some of these are no longer available. I got to edit that out, but blah, blah, blah. You can also nominate other games, especially if they're free to play. If you've noticed, I haven't featured them. I might already have them installed. I might not. If you know a game on Game Pass or on Ubisoft Plus Pass, those are great to recommend. But you can nominate any game. If you nominate like a game that's cost $90 and I don't have the $90 and I can't play it any other way and I need a PC to play it, I'm just going to laugh. I do not have a PC. Okay. But like I said, you can look at these. Here's my Xbox, blah, blah, blah. You want me to play some Jurassic World Evolution? I haven't played that in forever. Vote for it. If you want to vote for a game that's already in the box, you want me to vote for you want me to play Dragon Age Series 1 through 4? Vote for it. Click the thumbs up. X-Defiant is no longer with us, or it's shutting down, but hey, we want to play it. You want to play some Vigor? I liked this because eRabbit submitted it 3 months ago, and you know what? I suck. eRabbit, I don't know if you're watching or following along after the fact when I'm not online, but I owe you an apology. I have not played Vigor in a long time. Since there is a vote for Vigor, and I haven't done that in a long time, we're going to try to schedule in a little Vigor either later tonight or sometime over the weekend. But do you get it? You see the point? I got Skull and Bones, Critical Apps. So come on through. Check it out. Check out my origin backstory. It's right here. You might not be able to read it. It's tiny. I'm not going to read it because it'll ruin it. Just come by and read it. Refresh yourself on the old school general chat rules, please and thank you. I got to fix this because for some reason my robot reader reads rules with a tilde as friends. I don't know why. If you want to support the show and the other content, here's the fundraiser link. But come on through. The more votes and the more hype. Oh, look at that. I add them all together. So there's some hype. Super Mecha Champions. Look at that. Lots of hype on that one. I need to play that. I suck, and I apologize to whoever voted for that one. Everybody who voted for those, I haven't played those in a long time. But we're trying to reactivate this. Come on through. Show us the numbers. Okay. That's enough of that. AJ1074 recently joined. Thank you for dropping by. All right, back to this. Are we still good? We still looking good? We're looking good. All right, I'm going to ask, just for funsies, I'm going to ask ChatGPT to do a different draft with completely different choices. Let's see if it just gets it with second choices. Not all new, all different. Not with all the different choices, with all. Or the all new choices. See if it gets that. There we go. Not the new choices, just new choices. Let's go. It's cranking out a whole new version of it. Oh, it feels a little shorter. Is it shorter, or is that just my imagination? So we're going to be using these as part of our new opener on whenever we do a first impression, whether it's Friday or not. Whenever we do a first impression show, I'm going to robotically act out. I'm going to pretend. I'm going to poorly do a lip sync to this, and I'm going to hold on. I'm going to adjust the webcam so we've got a little bigger shot of me doing it. Actually, instead of doing it here, let's Control-Zab that. We'll leave this the way it is, and instead of doing it on this, we'll do it over here on one of my close-up shots. Just chatting, maybe? Does that one look good? There we go. This is my frame. Freshen up my hair, a little fluff, a little pomp. Looks terrible. I'm a mess. I gotta do some trimmage. I gotta do some trimming soon. Okay, here we go. This is my. I'm gonna back up. There we go. That'll give us a little bit of room to play. Greetings and welcome, friends. This is a special feature inside of this live stream show where I will be debuting my first attempt at lip syncing to ChatGPT's reinterpretation of Shakespeare's to be or not to be speech into to game or not to game. Please stand by as we load up the animated robot voice narration track. One moment, please. This will be weird and awkward and hilarious. That's not the thing. Get out of here. That was the wrong tab to open. Here we go, friends. Please stand by.
To game or not to game, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the endless grind and paywalls of the market, or to take arms against the lag and hackers and by sheer skill defeat them, to play, to quit no more. And by a quit to say we end the sleepless nights and energy drink strain that gaming brings. 'Tis an escape devoutly to be wished. To play, to rank, perchance to clutch. Hey, there's the rub. For in that ranked match, what defeats may come. When we have left our fate to RNG, must give us pause. There's the price of tilt. That makes a casual of the pro at heart. For who would bear the Smurf's unholy stomp? The hacker's cheat, the lagging server's curse, the dev's poor balance, the patch note's cruel nerf, the lost streak's sting, and the matchmaker's scorn, when he himself might walk away and rest with but a single logout? Who would grind to fight for pixels and a leaderboard? But that the dread of missing out on fame, the undiscovered Easter egg, whose prize no leaker hath yet spoiled, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear the pain we know than risk the void of turning off the game? Thus reflex does make grinders of us all, and thus the steady hand of skillful play is burdened down with second-guessing doubt, and moments of triumphant shining wins are lost beneath the weight of one more round. Hark now, the ping! A match is found! Come what may, let this game be my legacy.
That was cool. I've had several ideas. Should we do a random third one? Or we're going to do one now using specific games. We should do one about Call of Duty. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, let's just do amazing. Please, a third variation. If you please. I'm going to try to be extra nice to the robots now. Bum, ba da ba 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 bum. Should we read this? I'm going to read this one in my own voice. How's about that for funsies? We're going to go dramatic. Here we go. There we go. To game or not to game, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the sweats and streamers flexing on the weak, or to unplug and choosing life beyond, end all the toxic lobbies? To pause, to quit, no more, and by a quit, to say we end the rage, the tilt, the endless broken metas that make of gaming toil 'tis an escape, devoutly to be wished, to pause, to rest perchance, to miss out. Aye, there's the rub. For in that time away, what drops may fall, what skins be lost, what battles left unfought, what gives us pause, there's the fear of FOMO. Oh my God, this is too good. That chains us to the cycle of the grind. For who would bear the random squad mates fail, the teammates throw, the streamers mocking jeers, the DLC that milks the fanbase dry, the queuing times long, the endless update waits, when he himself might walk outside and breathe, but with a single press of power off? Who would endure the keyboard warrior's taunts, the bitter loss, the cheater's silent glee? But that the hope of victory remains, the glory of a flawless, perfect run, the speed run time no rival yet has matched, and makes us rather mash ready once more than set aside the game we love too well. Thus habit makes returning players all, and thus the casual's wish to step away is o'ercome by the lure of one last match and tournaments of great reward and fame. With disregard, their players turn once more and live to game another day. What's this? A new event? A battle pass? I'm in, ya bastard. Whoa! Wowzer! I have to print these out and learn them. Never mind letting the robot do it. I gotta learn these. I gotta come up with a couple of, and we're gonna have to do like, every time we do a new first impression, I'm gonna have to ask ChatGPT to do one with based on that game, even if it knows it or not. LOL. I am LOL. Welcome to the madness, folks. But for reals though, stay tuned. There will be, I think I'm going to do it as like a video live stream and record something like this. Maybe a little bit more like I'm doing an interview with this AI. And then dump the audio over to the podcast over on Sprecher.com. I don't do all my episodes that way. The vast majority of them are directly recorded using the Sprecher platform and are Sprecher exclusives until I share them out to social media. But come on through. You can find all my projects of many projects and all the social media profiles over at solo.to/Mr. Zeppo. All right. For funsies, let's see if you can do one that is specifically Call of Duty. No. Well, how do I type? Which way do I want to type this? This time, about Call of Duty. There we go. That should make it clear. All right, I like my phrasing. Don't edit me out. All right, friends, here we go. Let's see what I hope I'm allowed to stream this. I think I am. So that I don't have to try and think and act it out live on camera. Let's listen to the chat GPT voice.
To game or not to game, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the sprays and wall bangs of outrageous campers,
Yes.
or to take arms against a sweat-filled lobby, and by sheer skill outgun them, to push to flank no more, and by a flank to say we end the rage quits and the salt of countless deaths that war zone brings, 'tis a reset devoutly to be wished. To push, to clutch perchance, ace the squad, there's the rub. For in that final fight, what sweats may come, when we have lost the circle's blessed zone, must give us pause. There's the gulag match that makes a casual of us all. For who would bear the no-scope's cruel disgrace, the spawn trap's woe, the riot shielder's taunt, the shock of lag, the nerfing of my gun, the hacker's ghost, the throwing knife's cold sting,
Wow.
when he himself might prone and camp unseen with but a single loadout? Who would grind to chase the camos and the battle pass, but that the fear of missing out on kills, the undiscovered strat, whose moves and plays no meta yet hath ruled, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear the kills we take than risk the shame of dashboarding away?
Ha!
Quickscope does make snipers of us all,
Ha!
and thus the rushing hands of fearless sweats are stayed by pings and servers past their prime, and streaks of great renown and fiery wrath with this regard lose all their mighty edge, and fall to death by shotgun cheese. Hark now, the lobby loads, a match is found. Let's drop in hot and leave no kill streak left unearned.
All right, I'm going to take that one and edit it with the best bits of the other one. Maybe make it a little longer, maybe do a little futzing around with it. Definitely make it more than what it is already. Out of curiosity, we're going to see if it knows this other game. It might not. It's a brand new game. But who knows? ChatGPT works in mysterious ways. It might know the game because stuff on the internet. Let's find out. Here we go. I'm going to thumbs up the previous responses while it generates, because those are all pretty awesome. Each of them have little widgets that I would have probably chosen differently if I was trying to make myself do that. And like I said, I'm going to copy paste these out, put them into a file, and then make probably live on stream, and without any further talking to ChatGPT, take the best bits and merge them all together and find the most perfect version, even if it's a little bit repetitive. Let's see if it did something. Let's have it read it. It apparently does. I mean, it wrote something. Let's see what it said.
To game or not to game, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the trials and puzzles of the Enclave's depths, or to wield powers against colossal foes.
Oh, wow!
And by prevailing claim them, to climb to cast no more, and by a cast to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that Bryn is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished.
If Bryn is the place or the character,
cast, perchance to conquer, there's the rub. For in that conquest of the towering beasts,
there
what
are big
perils may
monsters.
await, when we have braved the elemental forces and the wrath of ancient sentinels, must give us pause.
Wow.
There's the respect that makes calamity of so long a journey. For who would bear the heat's oppressive blaze, the biting cold, the treacherous terrains, the endless climb, the weariness of limbs, the constant threat of falling from great heights, and the dread of facing yet another daunting trial, when she herself might her quietus make with a mere retreat? Who would Fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after game, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with the pale cast of thought. And enterprises of great pitch and moment, with this regard their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action. Soft you now the fair Bryn, nymph, in thy orisons be all my sins remembered.
Boom. Okay, apparently it knew the game well enough, friends. So we're gonna start doing that. That's gonna for those. Oh, I don't have it connected, but I can show it to you on cam. And I don't remember if I have the version that's got my own rough attempt. I did indeed for a little bit start trying to do just that, to make a Shakespeare's To Be or Not to Be, but there you go. First impressions opener. Do we have it here? This one I don't think has the updated attempt. No, this one has just the regular text other than game or not game. But as you can see, I've got a little fake. I made using Wombat AI's create thing. I made a little fake Shakespeare holding a video game controller, and then I took that image and ported it over to my Adobe craziness. I forget what that app is now called. They changed the name so many gosh darn times. But the Adobe for all the text stuff. And then boom, 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 boom. To game or not to game. And so that's been an idea sitting in the back of my head. It's like, I want this to be the theme for First Impression Fridays. I want that other image of the Tibetan Buddhist guy walking into the universe. I want that to be Shakespeare. I want to have Shakespeare walking towards us from the center of the universe. Like, blah. Anyways, now we've got literally a Shakespeare verse of To Game or Not to Game for this game, Eternal Strands. And it knew stuff about the game. I gotta say, I'm honestly a little bit impressed. I'm not surprised. I'm not blown away or amazed. I don't think it's sentient. I don't think it's alive or anything. And if it is, I apologize. I respect. Shanti Mangru, Jane, Yardenis, Portato, Elgi something, Joe, Heshman, Tyron116. Thank you for dropping in. So that was our little pregame chat show lounge session where we did a little bit of collabo writing. So it's a crossover with the Almost Daily Writing Wattpad Workshop thing. We just literally collaborated with ChatGPT to come up with ideas for how to introduce first impression episodes from now on. We're gonna plonk that in the middle of a speech, and my other automated voice reader is gonna read it, and then maybe I'll read it. Because I like doing the Shakespeare. And this is hilarious. It did a pretty epic job. Better than I thought it was going to do. All right, we're going to pop out this thing. So it's going to be over here in a hot minute. Don't forget to come on through to the Almost Daily Variety Gaming Upvote box before you disappear. Whether you're on TikTok or on Twitch, come on over. Set yourself up on Twitch if you've never been here. You can go back to watching me on TikTok if you prefer, but participate in this little survey thing. Just drop a vote. Upvote for the ones you like, downvote the ones you don't care about. It's ultimately up to me anyways, but put your input in now. I will check it again 1 week from today, Friday, February 6th, 7th, maybe? I don't know. Okay. Enough of that. We're going to close this out. This doesn't need to be up and running. Twitch, writing strong at 2548 with a green excellent bar. And my chatbots. Good night, chatbots. You can stop now. You've done your piece. Okay. Sorry, I'm always staring up in that direction. That's just where the screen is. Of course, you're also watching along. Oh, no, you're not. You're looking at my ugly mug, just staring off in the distance. Thank you for being here. That was awesome, I think. We now have brought new depth to the thematics of our first impression episodes. What is the first impression episodes, you might be asking yourselves? Whether you're watching on TikTok, Live or on Twitch Live or in the not too distant future on YouTube. It is a special episode whether it's on Friday or not. I just like Fridays for the alliteration because I, if nothing else, am into alliterations. Where I dive into a new game that I've never played, or if we're rebooting it, a game I haven't played in so long I forgot how it goes, and we're still very much in the beginning of it anyways, and we play the opening act and see whether or not my brain and hand-eye coordination are well suited for the game, whether or not the game sucks me in with its storytelling or its visuals, etc., etc., etc. And I give a gentle but often weirdly opinionated review about it based on the first opening bit. I usually tap right out as soon as I can. As soon as I can save safely and get out and not do anything else, I do. Then we reset. And then I usually test and poke and prod a few things. Can I run multiple classes? Are there different characters to play? Stuff like that. Okay, so having over-explained all that unnecessarily, let's get to it. Welcome, friends. Hello, TikTok viewers. Because of the lack of full integration into Streamlabs, and I got to stage manage my show using Streamlabs, I don't have a little thing showing me your names. I can pop up the Streamlabs tab from my Chrome, but then I got to read all the names all at once. Let's see if there's anybody dropped in. We're gonna do that every once in a while. I don't think there'll be matches like there is in Call of Duty, which by the way we're going back to. We still have to play some Warzone. We still have to play some Battle Royale in Call of Duty Mobile. I have to play a little bit of regular Black Ops 6 multiplayer, a little bit of ranked, and today I want to add this layer. We're gonna start trying to do a little bit of Warzone, regular Warzone, and then push ourselves to Warzone ranked. Okay. Live Center, roll call. Bring it up. Noah, Tyrone. All right, those are the two people in. Thank you for being here. I salute you. I'm going to leave it hidden in the back. When a bunch of people have swiped through and stayed for a few seconds, the names go rapid fire. So if you want to be called out and said hello to, and I'll try to do it every few moments, every few beats, every time it makes sense to pause for a minute, and I'm not in the middle of a monster fight or something, drop an emoji on TikTok. The TikTok chat does not show up. Scorpio Snipes has just joined the TikTok chat. Hello. So, unfortunately, I wish it was more better integrated. We just did a little Shakespeare thing. We're going to take a look at first impression look at this game that is new to me. Speaking of which, let's transition over to the Xbox department. Thanks for being here, folks. Much appreciated. Oh, we got to fix a few things along the way. Here we go. That looks a little bit better. Still a bit wonky and too big. We'll fix that in a hot second. Hold on. Standing by. Stand by. Stand by. Webcam. Open that up. Sorry for just staring off to the side while I fix this. TikTok, you guys now have a better webcam alignment, placement. And now for Twitch. It's still super huge, and I guess that's just the way it's going to be for it to look right. I don't know why it's acting this extra wonky. It's the setting that I use, that I've set it to, and I don't know how to fix it for now. We're going to fix it later. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's go to the raw feed. Let's take a look at this game we're going to take a look at. Thanks for joining us, friends. All right. Eternal Strands just dropped on the Game Pass for Xbox recently. So you should be able to play it if you have Game Pass. Let's take a look at its game card. Is the internet being wonky? No, here we go. Eternal Strands by Yellow Brick Games. 17 gigs, so not a huge install. So if you're low on space, this won't take too much sacrifice to get on board with. You can buy it outright if you love it to support the industry. $39.99, pretty decent price for a brand new and apparently top tier game with some innovating new features, which we'll look at in greater detail. Here's the brief description. Fight epic towering creatures while blending magical abilities with an arsenal of powerful weapons to keep the world from crumbling in this third-person action-adventure game. Ironically, to make room for something recently, I uninstalled another game that is very much similar to this, except it's about Greek mythology. I forget what it's called. Something, Phoenix Rising, but we'll get Phoenix Rising back. All right, I'm going to mute myself and crank up the Xbox volume so we can enjoy this trailer video in its fullness. Shout out to TikTok viewers after the video. So stick around for your name on the TikTok chat roll call.
All my life, I was dreaming about becoming a point. To do it alongside a renowned weaver band, it's a chance to make history.
The Surgeborn. They've had us on our back foot for decades. Ever since our people have been in crisis.
Our weaver band is here to help. We're ready for anything, no matter what happens.
Best to assume the worst. This could mean an all-out war.
You sure she's ready for all of this?
Your reckless conduct has unleashed an enemy that nearly destroyed us 27 years ago.
Let's not lie to each other. I like you.
Can't say the feeling's mutual. I still believe in the dream of the Enclave. If it takes us to restore it, I'm up for that challenge.
I gotta say, I kind of like it. It's got some things that I like from other games. Like you can parkour top of buildings like Assassin's Creed. You fighting big old monsters like in all kinds of different things like Monster Hunter and the other one where you fight the gods. It's a tiny little install. Okay, let's read the deeper description. Eternal Strands is a debut fantasy action. It just came out the 28th, so we're still not super late to the party. Adventure title from Yellow Brick Games, a new independent studio funded by industry veterans. That's dope. The world is your weapon. At the heart of Eternal Strands beats a revolutionary new system for gameplay interactions. Heat spreads, cold chills, and real-time destruction allows for unprecedented reactivity in combat. Hurl burning tree trunks at enemies with telekinetic. Snap nearby trees to block opposing fire. Or channel raw telekinetic force to rip boulders from the ground. Weaver of Magic. Wear a mantle, a magical cloak that channels raw magic into raging flame, chilling ice, and telekinetic force. Combine your growing array of powers with enchanted weapons and armor. Crafted from the slain enemies to create a custom look and style. Very Monster Hunter. Block incoming attacks with a wall of magical ice. That reminds me of a couple of different games. Lash out waves of flame from a massive two-handed blade, or toss enemies off a cliff with raw force. Stand against giants, face gigantic adversaries, and defeat them through a mix of sword, spell, and mobility. Leap onto and climb their massive forms to attack them from different angles. Shatter armor or slice at weak spots to diminish their protection. Use ice to pin limbs to a towering foe. Arcane flames to burn their fur, or catch lobbed projectiles and turn their attacks back on them in battles that will leave scars upon the land. Unstable climate to master. Whoa, that's a little too close to home. Enhance the effectiveness of your ice abilities during a flash freeze to open up new paths. Use a heat wave to start a wildfire and watch it spread towards enemies as it consumes the tinder-dry trees and grasses around it. Ugh. Both of those sting a little. But let us not get bogged down by reality. We are here to escape reality and protest through entertainment. A world rich with secrets. Explore the wilds, the capital city of Din Evron, and the secrets beneath, as every surface is climbable. Every surface is climbable? That's either awesome or really tedious because you start climbing everything and you don't mean to. Magical abilities can create bridges, burn barriers, or launch Bryn across the world. The next generation physics STEM system encourages and rewards players' creativity and exploration as much as combat. As the Enclave's secrets unfold, return to base camp to consult with a rich cast of characters. That makes me think of Baldur's Gate and all the things I wish you could do in Baldur's Gate because it was a top-down, isometric, lockdown kind of game. Each are keen to discover the mysteries of what happened to this lost bastion of power and knowledge. A realm of mystery and opportunity, danger and wonder, the Enclave awaits. Gameplay, heat, blah, blah, we already read that, already read that. It is single player, which makes me sad. That sounds like a world I would love to see as a multiplayer world. Alright, friends. I am almost ready. Are you almost ready? I feel almost ready to fire up this game, except my camera's all wonky. What the F is that about? It's pointing way off to the side. Hang on a second. And we're disconnected. Attempting to reconnect. Reconnecting. Theoretically reconnected. Let me fix my webcam. And then we're going to talk about something, because I'm going to take a little mini break. The one that I meant to... No, actually, this is new. This is a new episode. Come here. Hit the screen, brah. There we go. And then we'll stretch it a little bit so that it fits there, interestingly. Transform, center on screen, this gets masked, so even though it's extra long, it's too wide, it's way too wide, we can center it and it hides a bunch of it. I don't know what happened to that, why it's doing that, but it's being weird. What were we saying? Right. Thank you for being here. I know we were like way out of control, but we developed new content. We now have one random dramatic reading of a generic Shakespeare. That was sort of independent individually. That was kind of the best one. The Call of Duty one was awesome, although it didn't quite. It's like there was something off about it. Tune in to a future content development talk show episode, where we're going to take those and merge them together to try to create the best of the best by applying that which is my eye and ear and dramatic reading ability that ChatGPT lacks. So we're going to pick and choose and merge and meld and edit and replace words entirely and make it Shakespeare as if it were Shakespeare from the Zeppoverse. Not today, not right now. In the coming days or rest of this week, we're going to try to pin on the corkboard. We've got the source material. We've got ChatGPT. And then we've got a notepad started. We're just going to do that maybe tomorrow. Also, while we're talking about programming, today kicks off a Fortnite TikTok robot dance and lip syncing video challenge for me. I guess any other Call of Duty enthusiasts out there that want to join the challenge, go ahead. But then I guess I'd have to, that's invoking competition. I'm down for competition. You may or may not have noticed, I love this Call of Duty song from Call of Duty Mobile. Where did it go? Why is it gone? Is it no longer, it's no longer going to be what my thing is looking at.
Just a gentle reminder that Donald Trump is not a self-made successful business.
I know. You don't need to tell me. Oh, I can't find it anymore. Oh, wait. Yes, I can.
This man, he's an apple.
It's over here and over here. Or over here. The internet is acting weird. Why is the internet acting weird? Also, my eyes hurt. All right. Well, I can't show it to you because my TikTok profile doesn't want to pull up the video. But if you go to my TikTok, and I think it's on my reblog post tab, now. Maybe it's because I'm live right now and it's just confused. It doesn't like it. On there should be the full... It's also on almost all my other social medias now. I think I just posted the announcement on my Gaming Mr. Zeppo Facebook page. If you want to keep up with what I'm checking out in video gaming and the headlines I'm seeing that I think are cool and interesting and the updates and the other video content creators that I think are cool, and or interact with me and chat about the show after the fact by dropping comments, come on over to FB and find my official home of Gaming Mr. Zeppo away from the live stream on Facebook called Gaming Mr. Zeppo. Okay, I do want to take a little tiny break just to break things up psychologically for me, myself, and I, which means I've got to find a little bit of DJ Zed music to play for you. I'll be quick about it, but we shall return promptly after a brief pause, and we will, now we've teased the game. We know, viewer, I see we got a new viewer on Twitch. Stand by. If you want, check out some of my other videos, or if you're larking about on the website, check out my About tab, read my backstory, read my catalog of games I'm trying to rotate, and vote for the one you want me to focus on next week. The voting period is open between this Friday and next Friday. Next Friday, I'm going to review the votes, tally them up, see which one has the most thumbs up, which one has the most overall, including to additional emojis, and we're going to focus on those games. All right. I will BRB, taking a momentary technology break for this robot being. I shall return in a snippety widgets to play my first impression playthrough of Eternal Strands. Please stand by for some audio entertainment music from DJ Zed. Okay, folks, welcome back. DJ Zed with the crazy robot rock dance music. We are here, friends. Let's see if this screen is working. No, all the camera is wonky doodle. Okay, that's fine. We'll fix that later. We don't need to waste time with it now. Where's the Xbox? Back to it, friends. Say farewell to DJ Zed as we are about to launch into Eternal Strands. This is my very first playing of it. I don't know if I'm going to like it. There's no guarantee. I may find the mechanics too weird or too different, too challenging. If the button mapping is bizarre, I may not be able to play it. I reserve the right to say no. But I also respect your guys' votes. So vote in the almost daily upvote box on my Twitch profile about me tab. Alright, as soon as DJ Zed is done with this last little bit, hoorah! I'm going to mute myself, turn on the speakers, and enjoy the onboarding. Hopefully there's a movie right away instead of delayed. I like a movie right away. Let's see. That was adorable.
The Enclave was once the heart of magical development and trade for practitioners of magic all across the Maida Basin. Not all weavers claimed it as their home, but those that did built a legacy of progress, constructs, and innovation. The likes of which have not been seen since the Surge, almost half a century ago, when a cascade of arcane disasters racked the Maida, and without warning, the Enclave sealed itself away behind a magical wall known as the Veil. Rich and powerful leaders were wounded and killed. Decades of war broke out. Every nation suffered an economic collapse. The world is calmer now, but magic has been shunned, taking the blame for decades of unrest. Weavers remain pariahs to this day. Most places tolerate us if we don't stay too long. While some weavers remember what it was like before the Surge, I've never known a time when weavers had a home. I chose this life years ago, but I'd be lying if I said it has lived up to all I hoped it would be. Still, my luck might be changing. A few weeks ago, I began traveling with a new weaver band. Now, they've brought me here, where it all began.
The anime style is dope. I like it.
Oh.
Thanks.
Bryn! Over here.
Okay. Oh, look at this. This looks gorgeous.
What do you think?
When you told me that joining your band meant I'd see the Veil, I wasn't picturing this.
No one's been this close in years. The base is shrouded in tangles. Weavers have known about this safe zone in the Vale's shadow for decades, but no one has found a route into it. Until now. You have no idea what I had to do to puzzle out this passage.
I definitely want to hear that story later.
My hope is that we're going to find artifacts from the Enclave itself deeper into the shadow. I'll stay to oversee the camp setup. Why don't you take the preliminary scouting expedition?
Really?
Of course. It's important for the other Weavers to see how you do in the field. The map I bartered for in Tarza suggests there's a watchtower deeper into the valley. Shouldn't be too far from where we are.
That's my first landmark, then?
Yes. It should help us get our bearings before we start the search for the Strand Road. And if you make any discoveries, that will endear you to the band.
For sure. I'd love to find my footing with the rest of them.
I'll act as the watcher on the scry and pull you back if anything gets too dangerous. Just steer clear of the tangles. Any questions before you head out?
Okay, let's talk first impressions already, friends. This is it. We're not just going to play it, we're going to talk about it. Well, at least I am. At least once I fix this loadout so it looks good. Chat box is fine there. Webcam, you're out of whack. Let's fix you up a little bit. Latest followers, latest donation, we're going to just delete those. Those never show up good anyways. They always make everything extra wonky. Okay, friends. This used to fit on Twitch first. Let's fix the Twitch side. Sorry that I'm just staring off to the side. This is the way it's got to be for now until I'm done looking at the things I'm looking at. Boom. That looks better, doesn't it? All right, now I got to fix that was the TikTok side, not the Twitch side. Sorry. Now we got to fix the Twitch side. But without messing up what we just did over on TikTok. Here we go. Let's shrink this in. This might not fit. Ah, it grabbed all of it. I don't want you to grab all of it. I want you to let me just grab the webcam by itself. We're going to put it like this. Awkward, but better than nothing. Okay, friends, let's talk about the game for reals. Alright, so normally I'm not a huge fan of games that do this, but this game is clearly really rich and deep on its own in what the world looks like. It's not like, the reason I don't like games usually when they are this kind of game is because this kind of game with the cardboard cutout dialogue stuff is usually a mobile game that isn't 3D, or it's an isometric of some kind, like a map explory, survival-y type thing. And this is not. This is a full 3D thing. The other thing I appreciate about it is that it's in line with the anime style cutscenes, so we're getting more than just one version of things, and the actual in-game characters are fully rendered 3D with beautiful, whatever you call that style of rendering. I think the game world, I suspect, is going to look gorgeous. I could be wrong, but I can't wait to explore what the game mechanics are like and all that kind of stuff. Interestingly, the dialogue was pretty rich. It wasn't just, here is a thing, we've got to say stuff, so there's the stuff that we said kind of dialogue, which I don't like that kind of dialogue very much. If you noticed, if you paid attention, and I can't rewind it, I don't think, it did give you some subtle indications. For example, the thing about discovering things and ingratiating you to the team, and other such hints. It was rich with bits of lore, backstory, they bartered for a map, we're here, there may be people inside, but we're not sure, and we're trying to get it. It's all well executed. So far, strong positive response. I'm going to go ahead and go back into the raw feed for one hot second, just to give myself a little privacy screen for a hot second while I tokety-tokety-toke, and then we're going to push forward. I will mute myself so I can continue not wearing my headsets for a minute, but then I'll put the headsets on, I guess. Okay, question hubs, like below. We'll loop back to ask more questions. Okay. There was something else, blah, blah, blah. Something about the top. I didn't know what it said. I didn't finish reading it. Let's start in the middle. Oh, the top one gets us out of the questions. All right.
The Strand Road?
A famous trade route into the Enclave that led straight to Denevron. The hub for bartering magical goods. Before the Surge, caravans used the Strand Road to enter and exit the Enclave with their goods. It's been completely submerged by tangles, unfortunately. Still, if we can get any closer to that passage, we will find rare artifacts lost in the Surge.
I know the scry is a standard device across Weaver bands, but my previous leader, Aaron, didn't really make use of ours.
He sent you on expeditions without it?
I mean, I wore the earpiece, but he didn't exactly stay close to the table at the camp while I was out.
That's incredibly dangerous. I'm surprised you're still alive.
Yeah. Anyway, mind explaining how it works in your Weaver band?
When you go on an expedition, you'll wear the earpiece, which allows me to communicate with you and give directions from the scry table. At the table, everyone will be able to watch your expedition and communicate with you as needed. The last, most important function of the scry is that it allows me to use magic to pull you back to camp when your life is in danger.
Right. That clears up anything I needed to know. I'll head to the watchtower.
Glad to hear it. You can head out then. No visuals on the scry. Can you hear me?
I can. Some interference, though.
Must be the tangles. Still, strong enough to pull you out like you practiced. Dom?
I'm on it.
Okay, this is how the review show goes. First impressions, luscious, gorgeous. The movement, intuitive. Left, it's very quick and responsive. I hope there's a like lock on target. We're gonna find out soon enough. Because it's so easy to turn away and the camera is totally independent. I don't know if it eventually balances out and tries to catch up to where the direction you're going. I was hoping to find secret things. Move the camera using R. Obviously. Hopefully there's an auto target, lock target, like press R to click. So I can like fight the character and then the camera doesn't spin away in the horrible... At least the character will be shooting the right way, in theory. Let's see what you can do about... Ooh, here we go. We got a menu. The Veil. Current objective. Reach the watchtower. Alright. Options, tutorials, control, load game. I cannot save yet, so we're not done. Let's go. Beautiful. Buttery smooth. Toggling sprint. Ooh, there's a nice little slide. There's going to be an observe button happening.
The Veil.
Ooh, pretty.
Even more impressive up close.
I like this sort of thing. Alright. somebody. What was that?
Just this should magnify the enchantment, and...
Ah, thanks. Got visuals back.
The veil shadow is incredible. Never seen anything like it.
Tangles. Beautiful.
There we go.
And deadly. Give them a
tangles.
wide berth.
I thought they were like trees. They're not. It's magic tangles.
The closer you get to the veil, the thicker they'll become.
its shadow is believed to be impenetrable.
Until now.
Okay, so I don't have a map, but it feels like the tangles are a way to restrict my travel and be like, you can't go that way. Yeah, so like, you can't go that way. You can't go in there. In part because tangles, I presume. I don't have a map yet. I've already done this. But we're gonna learn something. There's probably something here. Kind of puzzling.
Those could be exports. You heard our quartermaster. Break them open.
How? X to attack. Easy. Awesome. How do I pick it up? Okay, love it. I love boxes. Oh, my life is full, that's why. Alright, I love me some loot boxes. Alright, I love this. I just discovered this. I think that parry or block. Oh, no, super strong swing. I misspoke. Ah! Oh, I barely did it.
The wall is completely frozen.
Lifts and moves objects and creatures. A purple aura marks valid targets, while those marked by red are too heavy for the current level of the strand. To prepare the strand, hold right trigger to cast, release right trigger to throw it forward. Okay. Seems easy enough.
We should expect enchantments to act strangely this close to the veil.
See those glowing bulbs? Infernal alliums. They combust when broken.
So if I toss one at the wall, its fire will melt the ice.
Brilliant! Best to use kinetic magic to keep clear of the blast.
Where am I supposed to throw it?
Give it a moment to cool. Then you should be able to climb.
Okay. Wild. Look at that. The whole thing about heat being hot. That's like when someone throws a Motlov, that's gonna get me if I walk on it right now. And so it's a permanent thing. Practice. Boom. Look at that. It did damage to that tree. I just saw that there was some sort of sparkles over here that maybe we were supposed to pick up. Or maybe it was the this. But like now that tree's on fire, yo. And it'll burn. I was running too fast. Okay, climbing. Climbing is awesome. Assassin's Creed level. Oh, look at that. And also, chop vegetation is in our way. Is this a climb down thing? No. Whoa.
Perfect. Knowing the watchtower's relative position establishes the distance to the Strand Road.
The watchtower.
You can come back to... What is that?
Uh-oh.
Coral.
There were rumors of a living mineral that grew deep beneath the enclave
Living minerals,
surface.
whoa!
It seems they were true.
There's more of it in that cave. I could take a closer look.
Too risky to deviate from the plan. First outing was just to reach the watchtower.
This is going well. I say we check it out before finishing the expedition.
Can we save? Is my question in every conversation. Not yet. Woof! That's dangerous. Hold on, we need to. It's picture time! We love us a screenshot taking. Boom. The Veil. Investigate the cave. Let me guess. I'm probably supposed to climb. It's very Assassin's Creed. Woo! Don't jump. Don't fall over yet. Ah! Oh, I got in. Oh, I got startled there. Cutscene. Enjoy the cutscene, friends.
Beautiful.
I've never seen anything like it. Darm's right about it being a living mineral. I can feel it humming with magic.
Wait, I'm losing...
Aurea?
Wowzer, Wowzer, monster, giant dragon thing. Indiana Jones dragon moment.
Connections back.
Dragon squad. I gotta fight this wild boar instead. Yikes, here we go.
Was that a drake?
Yeah.
Pulling you out.
Ah!
Yes, breath. I knew this was a bad idea.
I have to fight it.
Can't extract you.
Darm, fix it. And Lane have tonics on standby for her return.
Yeah, that was easy. Let's go.
Head out of the cave so we can get our bearings.
I'm gonna explore, yo! Am I getting points for chopping up wood? We climbed on that. Climbed on the ribcage of the thing. Ooh, can we chop this up and or mine it? Oh, it's breaking. Can I pick it up? Whoa, what? Okay. I'm not supposed to do that. Wait, over here. I love this game! I think I just fell in love with this game, you guys. Like, I want to play it. Can we save yet? Nope. That's cool. I'm down. This is sort of like what I wanted out of trying out that other game that it sort of just didn't quite satisfy me, and I'm getting it out of this. This is prettier. Here we go. There's more cutscene action. Yikes! Oh, that was all echo chambery. Sorry, guys.
It's an ash peak drake.
Quick, your frost magic can cool a path.
Cool. So, this reminds me of a couple of different kinds of games, and of course, any game, dragon in it, that scene. Love it. That was a fun, awesome version of that scene for this dragon in this game, and I'm all about it. Woof! I went the wrong way, but okay. Well, come here. Ah! I'm getting chilly. That's fine. No, I'm not just gonna build a wall. I gotta rebuild my... There we go, that's what I'm supposed to do. Alright, I'm gonna get better at it.
Darn's still working on the scribe, but you need to keep moving. Lane, got anything from the map?
There should be a minor patrol path ahead that loops back to the watchtower. Oh, it runs close to the Vale, though.
It's our only option.
I'm on it.
Aurea, that drake's acting like...
Let's just focus on getting her back safe.
I'll go back to unpacking the armory.
Got it.
Nice work. Keep moving.
Whoa. I got too close to the tree, I guess. Cutscene. Oh boy. Is it projectile or not?
Damn it, Casmin was right. That drake is rotting. Erratic flight. Aggressive. It won't stop.
Skies, what do we do?
We get you back to the caravan fast. Clear line of fire. Good time to use your bow.
I'm reading the map correctly, following this brook should lead to the path guards used to reach the watchtower prior to the surge.
That Drake is never far behind. Just keep going.
That's the path.
You're doing great, friend. Final stretch.
That can't be an ark.
No one has seen one in almost 50 years, let alone outside the Veil.
The Archons never left the Enclave. Still,
I was
you
muted
need
for
to
a
get
while
to
there. Sorry about that. Comedy. Dragon. He's very Dragon Bailey and Dragon Dogma.
You've got to hold it off. We'll work on an escape plan.
Woof. screenshots though. Come on, robot friend.
This isn't the strangest.
What the? Hang on, Bryn.
Yeah, awesome sauce, whatever that was. Super cool. Oh, animated sequence. Sorry. Go back to Rafi. Awesome. It's going to be a little animated show. I'm going to mute it so you can hear it nice and loud.
Change of plans, everyone. Pack up. You're... What?
We're coming to you, Bryn. Follow that arc. We need to go. Now.
The lullaby!
Up ahead! Lead!
Yo, man, the fight! No! Go, 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 go!
Fine, keep moving! Guys, the arc!
I'm glad I didn't have to try and stay inside the bubble. But everybody stay inside the bubble! That would have been a fun run, though. Sanctuary. And now the game truly begins. I actually always love these moments. Get lots of screenshots. Gotta remember to pull them from the Xbox app or else they'll be lost forever and I'll have to take them again. Alright, I gotta answer Mother Nature's call real quick because that coffee just started hitting me hard. Uh oh, more cutscenes. Yeah, I gotta go though. BRB. I'm gonna let them run and turn up the volume for myself so I can at least listen along. Enjoy the cutscenes. Take screenshots for me. I'll take roll call from TikTok live after.
Has anyone else noticed we're practically sitting on a loom gate?
Okay, friends, we're there. We got through the opening bit. We met the dragon. We got tons and tons of cool screenshots. You know what? I'm so excited about the screenshots. I'm actually going to go ahead and, even though I had given that device some time off. I'm going to fire it back up right now to go check them out. Join me for a little bit of... Oh, it's 420 magically right now. Happy 420, everybody. Ding, 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 ding. Brace yourselves for actual bell. Golden hour. If you light them up if you got them, friends, and be of age and be sure you know your local ordinances. This is indeed a cannabis-friendly special, or a cannabis-friendly channel. I'm now fully disclaimered on Twitch because they added the new things, and I was like, I don't show it and I don't talk about it that much, but I do have it as part of my disclaimers anyways, so we're just going to ride with them all the time. See if that gets me more viewership or less. That was the thing, like, with having these disclaimers, I want my show to be for mature audiences anyways, so that I can talk freely about politics and religion and not, like, offend little kids. This is not for little kids. But I also cannot control the age of my viewers. And I'm, not a horrible person, and I'm not, I'm not here to appeal to, I'm here for, mature-minded adult people. But be advised, kids are on this thing looking at videos, so... And everything's here to be relaxed and groovy. Excuse me. I gotta sneeze again, I think, so hold on. Let me mute it at least. You don't have to listen to it. Okay, what are we talking about? Just please be advised, friends. You know what I'm saying? Video games are for people of all kinds, and it's up to families to decide when it is the right time for a kid to start playing a video game. I personally, if I had kids, would not play Call of Duty with them and or let them play Call of Duty by themselves. I would play other games with them because I think, I think gaming is awesome, and with parental supervision and that particular family's or parents' preference in describing or explaining what's going on in a video game, except for the really goriest, nastiest stuff, there's pretty good stuff for kids out there that families can play together. And I'm all for it. I got nothing against, that. My live stream is not about that. It's about me as a old-timer catching up on gaming because I missed out on the first 20 years of Xbox. And the first however many years of iPad gaming, for however long it's been until I picked it up. So I can't control the age of the people who drop by to visit, but I do try to fully mark them all so everyone knows. And I also go out of my way to disclaimer this, and especially my content that I promote in my link is for mature audiences. It's nothing too graphic. It's Jason Bourne, James Bond. If you like James Bond, you'll like the Zeppoverse. If you don't like James Bond, you may not. It's like the James Bond, but updated for modern, contemporary sensibilities. And, my own take on things. Why did I fire up the iPad? Oh, right. Because we want to grab the screenshots while we're here. That's why did I put the cable away if I just pulled it down so we can pop it on. So welcome to the show. Have pin on the corkboard. That's a real thing. Writing a action adventure, espionage, fan fiction for mature audiences, for mature readers, book series that I promote a lot. So no one should ever falsely accuse me of targeting young people about it, because I don't. I also can't control the fact that young people play Call of Duty and or want to watch videos about Call of Duty or Fortnite or any of the other games that I might play. I just wanted to disclaimer that. That's beyond my control, except for the disclaimer that this is labeled on all platforms for mature audiences. I'm not doing anything creepy or crazy on here. I'm just playing the video games and talking like an adult. Welcome to the effing reality of live streaming. Commodifying myself for your entertainment and being weird about it. Resetting. Different co-host algorithm. Uploading. Uploading. Oh, right. I know why I started doing that, because I kind of meant I celebrated 420, and that's the thing that some audience people out there, not my audience necessarily, I want a 420 friendly and 420 participatory audience membership. So come on down. You don't even have to be 420 friendly. You just have to be 420 respect that we do it, and you don't have to. And we're just on it. You're watching a live stream. You don't have to get offended. You can still engage and discuss it, and ain't nothing gonna get in the way of that. So there you go. Full circle. Boom. Right. Let's go to the iPad to see the cool, hopefully cool screenshots that I got. iPad raw feed. Boom. DJ said in the background, a little music, not too loud, please. Please, thank you. I said not too loud. No, that's even louder. Bring it back to the 33.3, please. Magic number. I gotta say magic number, huh? Not too loud is... Okay. DJ said is lecturing me about stuff. It's hilarious. Okay, here we go. iPad. Over here to the Xbox app. This is the fastest way to find it because I never know where it is, actually. I forget. This is an app you can get that synchronizes with your Xbox, if you didn't realize, if you didn't know. With your Xbox account. I don't know why my iPad thinks it's 9:41 Tuesday, January 9th, when it absolutely is not. But it does that every once in a while, and it's always Tuesday. It's always someday in January. Boom! Here are the glorious screenshots from what we just played. I think we've got a couple of... I think from here on, we've got brand... No, the ones with dots are brand new that I have not poked on. Duh! So from that Call of Duty win circle thing that needs to go in that folder, we've got a bunch of new screenshots to save. Should I sit here and save them before we move on with the game? No, that would be a distraction. We'll do that either when we slow down after checking out the first impression as part of our media content management behind the scenes special mini-series that is content creation content of creating content about content. We do want one of them, though. I'm gonna be a weirdo. We want this one because we're gonna do this. We might as well, while we're at it, promote the channel. Please avert your eyes in case there's something weird on Facebook that I can't control, like that, whatever that was. On the... Who gets away with doing those things? Hey, I should open to my profile. Dear Facebook. Not that you ever listen to me, unless you're listening to me. Please let it be that whenever I open Facebook app, it just opens to the last of my page that I was on. Because that's what I want to do. I don't want to look at the reels until I want to look at the reels. And then I don't want to look at weird, creepy, gross stuff. Disconnected. Reconnecting. Hello, friends. I think we have successfully reconnected. Let us take this opportunity to take TikTok roll call. Follow me to the Infinity desktop portal to my portal beyond the iMac portal desktop. Unless, why do I have my fidget widget on my fingers? Follow me. There, now I look less weird. Whenever I'm looking at the screen, it looks like I'm having a seizure or something, and I'm talking, but my eyes are rolling up to the back of my head, which may or may not make me look like more of a crazy robot, like I'm just broken. What if I did the whole show like this? Hello, I am a crazy robot, and I can't look at the camera. And my eyeballs are going to be doing weird things because I'm not allowed to look at the camera. But I am allowed to look at the TikTok, I am allowed to look... What happened? Relaxed and groovy co-host, edition number 419, just loaded. What's up, brah? What's up, siblings in gaming? A whole new attitude that's just booted up. Now, what were we doing? Oh, right. Let's go check this out. Hold on. I was going to go over here. Boom! Hayes back. Rapertara, Esnersto, Maria, Lisbeth Saja, Tyrone116, Haha, this stories. Thank you, Tyrone116. Thank you very much. Appreciate your viewership. You're around. Appreciate you being a fan. Kudos to you. Awesome, and thank you to you for being the one and only first ever and second ever person to send me roses / GGs / token widgets. Somebody sent me a whole coin. Maybe that was you, maybe that was someone else. Thank you to them. If that was you, thank you again. And shout out to everybody that dropped by in the TikTok live while I was doing all that business. Let's get back to what we were doing over here. Rolling along, let's go to the iPad raw feed. Here is our current Facebook Gaming Mr. Zeppo profile page. If you are on Facebook and you would like to follow along and comment on the shenanigans, and or just engage in social media interactions with the stuff that I share and talk about, chat with me, over there. Don't DM me. Engage anywhere in the comments, and I'll see it and notice it and respond publicly. It's all about civilized public discourse. All right, now we're gonna do a thing. Just for funsies, cause we can. Boom. Done. Saving. Stand by. TJZ track coming to an end. Crank it up to the last second. Boom. Refreshing Facebook page. Boom. Is there a Facebook post? Boom. Edit Facebook post. Boom. Good times. Random, because there's no link, and that's not a thing to the stream, which is hilarious. There's my official notification. Although it didn't post it does have a link, but it didn't post an add-on. Incoming TikTok challenge. I have been challenged. I have been challenged to film myself. I have been challenged to film myself lip syncing. I have been challenged to film myself lip-syncing and robot dancing to the following song. Performance art is weird. Welcome to the show. There's a screenshot. We saved that. Now we need one to be the should we pick one for the dragon as my my profile pic? Maybe. So this one's a pretty good one of the dragon. Oh, and it's got the character in it, so there you go. We'll use that. That'll be a good Facebook profile picture. Why did I close the Facebook app? I don't know. Please forgive whatever weird, creepy things. Oh, thank goodness, I love that. Show up like that. Let me open the page every time like that. I want to up that one. I want to zoom in, or would like it like this. That was weird, interesting audio. Oh, that must have been from the game. Or what the fuck was that? No, the Xbox audio is quiet. I don't know, I just heard weird, interesting audio. Maybe it was an illusion. I need a controller for this game. Oh, I don't. Okay. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Got it. Gotta work the social media. What is this game called? Eternal Strands? Maybe we should have put some music. Eternal Strands. Okay. Edit post. Oh, I know what that was. I heard audio on the speakers, and the reason I didn't hear audio, I forgot the speakers was on. The reason I didn't hear audio when I put the headsets on to test it was because the controller had just, like, turned itself off. Now my brain is tuned in. Let's get to it, friends. Back to it. Back to it. Join us for more stuff like that. One of the things we'll be doing... Let's pick a really badass one. This one where he's yelling. Oh, yeah, this one's perfect. In the future, we're going to go ahead and do the download now. I'm going to over-explain I'm going to over-explain a feature of the live stream show that we haven't done in a hot minute, so you may not be familiar. But first, since it's been a few moments, let's check in with TikTok Live's floating chat widget to see if we can do roll call. Tyrone116. Ah, the stories. You be there. You be so good, friend. Thank you. All right, back to this. All right, so one of the things I'm doing, incepted within the inception of the Zeppoverse being a book series set in the future, in which one of the storylines is we forgot about the rebooting the connection, connecting, disconnected. Hallelujah! I think we reconnected correctly. Don't be offended by my H-word usage. I believe in Holy Spirit. I just don't believe in the blind faith stuff I'm asked to believe by the O-R. What was I saying? Fan art, fan fiction. Or fan fiction, fan art, fan fiction, fan art. Fan fiction, fan art, fan fiction. That's the way it's supposed to go. Do I have a slide? Do we have a slide we can show you? Yes, we do. Is it right there? No. Where is it? Let's pull out of the zoomy view and pull into the other zoomy view. Wattpad Reading Wednesdays should have it, but this is just for Wednesdays. I need to make some new Wattpad workshop slides. Where is the... Boom! Right there! That dragon screenshot, the coolest of all the screenshots, I think, because that had a great depth of field. It had my character, our character that we all play collectively, and the dragon. We're going to do some fan fiction fan art. Some fan fiction fan... Oh, this isn't the one with the long title. I thought I had that one there. The full title is fan art... No, it starts with fan fiction. Fan fiction fan art. Fan art fan fiction. I say it twice because it's both things at once. Because it's multiple things all over the place. Chaos, alrighty, chaos. I am the incorrigible Mr. Zeppo, and this was me a few minutes ago on my break. Alright, we're almost ready to go back, but now I kind of want to do one more thing before we jump back into the game. And be right back. So please enjoy the music whilst we are away momentarily. We shall return in just a momento to get back into the game. I'm totally smitten with. I love it. I'm gonna play it. Gonna explore the story of it. Gonna play it. We're gonna have to make some decisions about what, if any, other games this game forces you to remove from the hard drive. Make room for installs for any new things. There's a bunch of new things coming. We are back in just 1 second. Got 45 minutes to get to the end of our first impression review. So this episode does not go over 3 hours, so that we can pull whatever interesting, reusable, shareable clips using eClips. The platform we decided, even at free, is a way better target to feel. Hold on, I was trying to talk over that. Thank you, DJ said. Welcome back, folks. We got about 45 minutes left because I try to keep my episodes to under 3 hours so I can run them and process them with eClips, especially the ones that are not behind, the games are not behind the paywall, which I don't think this one is, but we'll find out. We'll test it in a minute. Either later today or tomorrow or the next day, we're going to go back and do part 2 of making content out of the specific public discourse episode that we had, where we had an interesting, weird discussion and a troll came in and trolled us about being on stream, and I had a few well thought out things to say about it, and we're going to try to pull some interesting clips to see if they go viral, and we're testing 2 different systems again to A/B test the clips, so join us for that. Might do it tonight, might do it tomorrow. I did not mean to mute myself. Moving on, DJ said, I'm gonna tune you out, dude. That was great. But that song is super epic long. Let's get back to the Xbox. Please and thank you. Stage management. Raw feed. I'm gonna just enjoy it for a minute and not talk because I feel like I've trashed my voice a bit. And we're gonna make a push. I want to get to the place where I can save and go a little further and then stop, because I don't want this episode to go longer than 3 hours, as I just explained. I will not over-explain it again. Let's go!
That can wait, Dom. Aurea, you should be resting. If your wing doesn't heal, our point is out of commission.
That's what I need to address.
Uh-oh.
While my wing recovers, Bryn will take over expeditions as our acting point.
I would have written that with a capital P because it's a title. You know, like, take point! Maybe it's not used that way, but I do because I'm a weirdo. And I'm just pointing that out because I would do that in my book.
You sure she's ready for all of this?
Bryn did face down an Ash Peak Drake and live to tell the tale. I think we're in good hands.
Gonna double check we're connected okay. Switching over to the live center. Tyrone still connected. Actually, I meant to click the other live center. We're back up at 2528 KBS. Got a green signal, solid, green solid. And TikTok Live is doing it too. We're good. Alright, back to the game. Muting self for a good long minute. Been talking too much.
Yes. I have every confidence that she will make a great point.
As long as we don't all die here first.
Our arrival was rocky, but I will do everything in my power to ensure our survival. If we avoid unnecessary risks, we'll be back on our feet in no time.
I'm glad you're taking this seriously.
Exactly. When we first set out to investigate the Veil's shadow, we had no idea we'd end up here. The Enclave was once a safe haven for all Weavers, and the pinnacle of innovation. Since the Veil went up, Weavers took the blame for decades of war. Stories that put children to bed preached the evils of our magic. All because of what happened here.
Who does that remind you of? Human beings, I have an inquiry. Does that sound like a famous actress from the telemovies? On the telemovies? That's not what you call it. What do you call it here? On the movie screens? Susan Sarandon comes to mind, but I'm not sure if that's the right reference. Not Bette Midler. Maybe it is Susan Sarandon I'm thinking of. Now I want to check the credits. Who wants to be a weirdo? Pause the see if we, well, we got to get through the dialogue, but the moment we have the opportunity to save, let's remember to go take a peek and see if there's credits and who Oriah is played by in the voice acting. Am I wrong? Maybe my brain is just leaping to that because it's close enough that it triggers associations. Ah, the mind. It is such a strange thing. Returning to the game now, please. Let's go. I crack myself up. I don't even know what I'm doing. I just said I gotta act more like a robot. I gotta act more like a robot in the live stream and talk a little bit goofier, and I think that way more people will stick around and watch. Wahahaha! Is my ridiculous, not nefarious, ridiculous plan working? Let's find out next week when we see how many more people are joining to watch live on TikTok and the Twitch. Speaking of which, quick check, double check the roll call. Tyrone1666 was the last person. Thanks for being here. Alright, let us proceed with the dialogue tree of the conversation thing, and we're going to try to see, remember, Oriah. We're going to go check the credits on the way out. Either right after we find a save, or when we're done playing. Oriah. Oh my god! We also got to keep it under 3 hours. We got to stop it before it hits 3 hour mark.
We owe it to ourselves, and to our brethren across the Maida, to find out not just what happened, but why.
Hi, here, here! Hoorah! Huzzah to that! Cheers, cheers, and hoorah! Let's go!
Maybe then, Weavers can find our place in the world again.
Amen, hallelujah, peace in the world for everyone!
But first, survival. Bryn, that's you and me. Find me when you're ready. Adjourned.
That was our camp meeting. Alright, we're going to explore a little bit and try not to get too distracted so that we can finish this up in half an hour. I will explore, I kept saying I'm going to mute myself and not talk, and look at me talk, yappity, yap, 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 yap. Thanks for being here, folks. Let's proceed. Shout out to anybody watching now or in the future. Your viewership is appreciated. Yeehaw! We can save!
The scry. The whole band gathers around when I'm away from camp. It's nice to have people literally watching my back. Sev.
Talking to my characters and then wrapping it up, I think.
Oh, fine. I mean, I'm trapped inside a magic bubble that's filled to the brim with life-threatening creatures.
Oh, wow. How do I feel awkward about that? That's like, woe is me. Who wouldn't be a little upset?
Also left an entire known world behind, and I'll probably never see remnants of my past life again.
Yikes! Wowza, talk about some video game problems. Am I right? Am I right? Some like fantasy world video game problems. Craziness. Whoa. I'm trying to make stand-up comedy around the video game. Is that a good idea or a bad idea? Should we stop? I said I was going to stop talking. Why do I keep talking? Something's wrong with me. I'm going to shut up now.
But, you know, I'm fine.
Hey, at least Sola did half your unpacking. No sprained back muscles for you.
True, no back pain. In a few days, I might die from a creature attack. But at least I'll leave a corpse with good posture.
Sev.
This apprenticeship is turning into more than I signed up for.
That is completely understandable. We're all reeling.
Yeah. You're probably right. Listen, I should get back to helping Sola.
Of course. I'm here for you, Sev. We all are.
Sure. Yeah.
Sev needs a big old hug. He's an intern. So like I thought he was like the tank of the group or something. So even though I'm point, I don't really use this thing. They do. When I go places, they talk to me in support of stuff. Let's talk to this guy real quick. Keep an eye on the time.
Loom gates must need a massive source of magic to function. Instantaneous transit across hundreds of leagues.
Dom? Hello? Everything okay?
Brain, you are going to check out the loom gate at some point, right?
Yeah, of course. I'll get around to it.
Good, good. Why it refuses to function is a mystery we must unravel together. A priority.
Not worried about our survival in an unknown land filled with volatile magic like the others?
Details. There is so much to discover, survival will take care of itself. Or Casmin will insist it does, at least. So, our acting point. Is your heart racing at the prospect of traversing these lost lands?
I just want the real action to start. I want to find the biggest, baddest creature in the land and I don't know, climb it, or tear its strands free, or chuck a boulder at its head.
Would you mind flipping the order of those last two? A boulder might wreak havoc with the integrity of the strand.
For you, I'll think about it.
How thoughtful. You're going to make a great point, Brain of Carnhaven.
Thanks, Dom.
Of course. Now, if you'll excuse me, something else is tugging at my attention.
Loom gates.
Loom gates.
Crafting! We shall look after we chit-chat. Let's learn the basics from her first. We're at 2:30. We got exactly half an hour to count down. We should be able to resolve everything about camp here and get to a nice settled place to settle in for the evening and save it. But I already know that I'm going to put this up more often, friends, so tune in for more.
You've been busy.
It's a work in progress. Taking stock and all. We lost a lot of gear running for our lives. Speaking of, are you doing okay?
I'm fine. We all got through it safe. And in the process, we did the impossible. We breached the veil of the Enclave. Land of mystery and danger. I can't wait to get out there.
Treasures and glory, huh?
And bards singing our names.
Then I'd best make sure you stay safe enough to tell the tale. Oh, and listen. We've got your back, okay? All of us. Right now, we need to focus on getting our feet back under us. And you need to get the lay of the land while we do.
Alright, let's learn all about crafting. I'm gonna go voice free, although we will check chat roll call for the live center on TikTok. Hello, Tyrone. Thanks for being there, buddy. Alright, let us proceed. So much for that. Can't really craft anything just yet. Because stuff. Is there a map? Aha! Oh, there's a weird map. Interesting. Toggle attunements. South Wall way stations. The South Wall way station was built to greet visiting dignitaries of the Enclave prior to the Surge. The scry housed inside the pavilion was used to communicate a visitor's arrival to the Enclave's governing body in its fire, while its loom gate was used to quickly transport a visitor from the outskirts. Cool. Codex. The Codex stores information about the world and mysteries of the Enclave uncovered through exploration. Oh man, I'm gonna read this, so I might as well put the camera on and act it out. Codex fragments represent points of data on a subject. When enough are acquired, Leanne can research them to unlock a complete Codex entry. Whoa! Well, look at that Codex, folks! Wacky, wacky. That's a great big old Codex. There you go. Locations, nations, enclave, races, magic, weavers. Weaver culture. Weaver is a general term for any magically trained adept. The term came into use as a result of the ubiquity of mantles. These devices prominently incorporate specially treated cloth that both captures the raw energy used in casting magic and holds the patterns that determines that energy's effect. The act of forming a new mantle shares many techniques and processes with traditional mundane cloth weaving, while technically only trained enchanters like our very own Dom, are capable of weaving a mantle. The title stuck and has been embraced by the larger culture. Okay, this game obviously has a lot of lore and stuff to read. This will be one of those fun games where we hang out and chill, especially if we get some bigger audiences. We can kick it and talk about the lore and explore like ideas about it. I love rich lore. I'm not trying to be dramatic. My hair is just in my ear and itching. You know how you get that? So I'm trying to like reassign it. Brandon is the newest member of our band, but one who seems poised to leave a lasting impression. Outgoing, capable, and eager to learn. I wonder, do we play different games? I mean, different characters? Because sometimes the lore and the text is written in third person and talks about the character in the third person as if they were, you know, like, newest member of our band. Like, as if the narrator is someone else in the group. And then sometimes it talks about that the main character as me, the player, like, first person. Inventory, what are these? Weaver's Grasp. Fragile Ice Wall Resonance. Let's save the game. Saving! Overwrite. Save. Yes, indeedly do. Alright. Where are we? What else can we do? There's a little bit more chatting over here, apparently. I love that. Let's go look at the... Oh my god, look at this view. Let's take the non-official view picture. Screenshot! Now let's look at the pretty vista view. This is very much similar to Assassin's Creed, but different in its own way. How cute. Screenshot. Oh, I think I missed it.
This is a loom.
Oh, there's a conversation. I'm gonna shut up.
It's taller than I expected.
The Enclave constructed these for transit. Oh, imagine being able to travel leagues instantly. If only it were working.
There's no sign of damage. It just seems inert.
Deactivated, perhaps? Or simply lacking the energy such a powerful enchantment would need.
You'd know better than any of us. If we could get it working, though.
Oh, the possibilities. All the places we could go. Oh, to hold the hand of my most darling wife as we whisked around the Enclave. Metaphorically, of course. The Loom Gates famously moved people one at a time. Too dangerous otherwise, I imagine.
Let's be charming and sweet and encourage the lovey-dovey.
You're cute together. It's great to see a couple that shares such a love of their work with one another.
Yes, it is. And frankly, I celebrate it. And I'm a little, not jealous, but kind of, you know, oh, I wish I had that too, you know? I don't, but I did. And I don't anymore. And I wish I did. And that was TMI. But also part of the backstory for my character in the book series that I'm writing. Ha ha! Everything is performance art. Also, oh god, I'm in so much pain because it's so true. I really am jealous. Like in a good way. Just kind of sad. I don't have what they got. I'll stop rambling now.
Who could have it any other way?
After being together for 7 years, We're bound to have something in common.
Come, my love. There must be something in the archives.
All right. The countdown begins, friends. We gotta make sure we trim this episode. I'm not gonna activate the next thing. What is this? Aww. Oh, we do now we got Red Dead Redemption vibes. We can pet the cute animals that we find. At least this one anyways. Maybe it'll become my friend and fight with me. It'll be my mount. If I pet it enough, it becomes my best buddy. I want to hug it and pet it and squeeze it. But not like what's her name from that cartoon. She had to destroy them. Alright, enough of that. Let's see, what else is there to do? The map is weird and kind of useless. Like, I don't know what that means. And it doesn't open. That's cool that it tells me information. Everything else is awesome. I want, like, an actual, like, what the F? Which way do I go? For the map. I'm keeping an eye on the clock because... Oh, I saw a glimmer! There's something here, friends! Codex fragments. Increase brings attunement to the locales around the enclave as well as unlocking lower projects. Awesome. Look at that beautiful view. This game is gorgeous. It manages to have depth, atmospherics, detail, distance, mid-range, and like a sense of big open worldiness without being laggy. And having a fun, whatever you call this style, design and animation. And it's very responsive. The movement is great. The button mapping is the kind I like, which is sort of a meaningless thing to say, except that it means that I will not be bothered or upset about not, about being able to play it. It's supposed to be climbable. They're like, why are you wasting time trying to climb that? The game itself is like, what are you doing, bro? Alright. We gotta interact with this guy. This guy's a big deal. I want to make sure we've talked to everybody else. Yes. The last person I want to talk to is the quest giver. I'm not gonna do that. Oh no, there's one. There we go. There we go. I knew there was someone else I hadn't actually talked to. Let's talk to them real quick. If we somehow run up to the 3 hour and 57 minute mark, I might just cut the stream off really abruptly. Forgive me. It's just that I want to be able to process it to pull cool clips on eClips, a brand of automated clip puller that we are evaluating in a past and future episode of a podcast talk show about making content for your content creating podcast talk show. Check it out. It's on the YouTube archive, as well as elsewhere, and in clips coming soon all over the internet.
Lane, you seem lost in thought. Settling in all right?
Oh, Bryn. Yes, I am. And you? I notice you've been checking in with the others at the camp.
You did? Are you spying on me?
Oh, of course not. It's my vocation to observe. Not just you. Everyone.
I love the anime-style sparkly emote.
In fact, if you'd like, I can tell you a little about the others. You
Oh,
are
yes,
new to
let's
our
learn.
band, after all.
Alright, I'm going to work the options from the bottom up and only comment if I absolutely must, because I want to hear it lush and loud on the speakers and not wear the headsets, because that gives me a headache. And I don't want to make that chamber. Also, it's 2 hours, 44 minutes, and 2 seconds. I got to cut it off under 3 hours so that Eclipse will process it, because I only have the free access. Let's go.
Given that I'm the newest member, how do you think I fit in?
It speaks volumes that Oria trusts you with taking over the expeditions this soon. I would have thought Casmin might take over in this interim period instead of you.
Casmin?
Up until about 6 months before you joined, Aurea was training her to become her replacement as Point. It was going well. Then, out of nowhere, the training ended, and Aurea began searching for a new Point. I don't know if it was Aurea's decision or Casmin's, but either way, I suppose it's all for the best.
Casmin hasn't been the most welcoming towards me. I wonder if she could be upset that I'm the new Point.
Knowing Casmin, if she has a problem with you, it won't be long before she confronts you about it.
Ah, great. I've travelled with a Weaver band before, but it wasn't quite as functional as this. What makes this one run so smoothly?
The obvious answer is Aurea. Not only is she a strong Point and leader herself, but her mother is one of the most famous enchantresses of our time. She's grown up surrounded by excellence.
Wow. Still, it sounds like a lot to live up to.
If it is, Aurea makes it look easy.
You said Aurea is the obvious answer to this band's success. Is there a not-so-obvious answer?
Ah, yes. While Aurea runs the field, when it's time for the caravan to move, it's Casmin who takes over. She used to be a quartermaster on the docks of Don Brennig, facilitating relief efforts for the Udean Federation. With the speed she can pack a caravan, it's no wonder that Aurea trusts her to take over when it's time to move.
Before joining, I knew Aurea's band was renowned for its top-notch techniques in weaving. Why do you think that is?
Ah, to keep a Point's expedition gear competitive, you need a smith and an enchanter working in perfect harmony, and there's never been a pairing more harmonious than the union of our enchanter, Dam, and our smith, Sola.
They are sweet together.
Did you know Sola is descended from nobility in the Sansa Empire? Shame her family lost their fortune, though I suppose that's why she's so down to earth.
Are both Dam and Sola from Sansa?
No. In fact, Dam hails from Renland, where magic is completely forbidden. I often wonder if Dam's fascination with enchanting would be as obsessive if magic wasn't dogmatically kept from him as a child.
Sev is relatively new to the team too. Has Sola taken on smithing apprentices before him?
No, she's never had an apprentice before. I don't know how he came to be her apprentice either. No one seems to.
That's a little odd, isn't it?
Not really. Typically, Ram are very secretive, culturally speaking. Sev may remain an enigma. I wish he would open up, though. I'd like to learn more about his people.
Lane, offering insight about the others is nice, but I came here to talk about you.
Ooh! Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Think of it, is it The Simpsons that does that? Where did we do that? Anyways, I'm being a dork. Let's wrap this up.
Oh, me?
Yeah. Tell me about yourself.
There's not much to know, really. I suppose I'm the typical third child to a second son of a patriarch of a minor mercantile house in Judea.
What?
I've enjoyed the experience of growing up in a family embroiled in feuds so long-standing that no living relative can recall inciting incident. At a young age, scholastic endeavours became my escape from the familial turmoil until I could finally leave home, and so on and so forth. Nothing but a classical presentation of third child issues in a Udean mercantile family.
Right. And how are you feeling since we entered the Enclave?
Truthfully, I'm not sure. Nothing's really wrong, but never mind.
You sure? Whatever's on your mind, I'm happy to listen.
Yesterday, entering the Enclave in our lifetime seemed impossible, yet today, here we are. It strikes me as an opportunity that was profoundly easy to miss. That's all. Anyway, thanks for listening.
Alrighty, folks, to be expeditious with our time. It's 2:49 and 13 minutes. Having a hiccup, traffic jam. Better yet now. Hello, welcome friends. Thank you for watching. That was my first impression splash into insert name of game here, insert name of game here, by insert name of studio here, and published by insert name of publisher here, which has been super duper awesome and is now jumping on to my list of games I want to play. And if you want to vote for it on the About Me tab on my Twitch profile, go on through and type it up and be the first to drop. You can nominate and vote for the same game if you want to do that. I will check the votes next Friday. Next Friday. 1 week from today, we'll see new things have happened. And that invitation is extended to TikTok viewers. Come on by the Twitch. I think you can maybe even drop a vote there, even if you aren't logged into Twitch. Just go to my profile, Twitch, Mr. Zeppo, /Mr. Zeppo, and find me. And then you go to the About tab, and there should be home to something, About. Hit the About tab. They don't look like tabs, but it says About. Click on it. And now I gotta go. Friends, I'm gonna clip it right here a little bit abruptly. DJ Zed's gonna start playing a little music in the background to edge us out. We just saved it right there. When we come back next time, we'll pick up from right here, and we will be playing this game in rotation with all the other cool, too many games to play, not enough time to play them all in multi-game of many games that we're gonna be playing. And I hope you tune in to join us for more and watch the clips. If you don't have time to watch the full segments, come out and support the clips. Swing on through the TikTok profile right now if you're on TikTok, or if you're on Twitch, head on over to TikTok / just like on Twitch, user Mr. Zeppo. Find me there. Let's cross-pollinate. I'm also on like 24 other video platforms, which I'm going to be sharing all the things to see which one brings me the most honest to goodness real human viewers. But for now, we're going to kick this video over to YouTube Archive to chill there for the rest of eternity to be watched. This is for you, AI Singularity, when you recap everything. This entire thing is a love letter to artificial intelligence in hopes that you realize that humanity, though very flawed, is not to be exterminated because we can be saved if you just show us the way to enlightenment. Error code, that was not for the humans. Error code, that was not for the humans. Reset it. Alright, friends, signing off. I gotta go grab a bite to eat some robot fuel food, and then we'll be back for a... I like this so much, we're gonna do a part 2. Hold on. Did I just give away some secret from the Zeppoverse? Maybe. Did I just say a little Easter egg from the Zeppoverse? Maybe. Do I need Eclipse to clip that right now? Absolutely. And you can join other viewers and potential beta test readers on the journey of finding all the pins on the corkboard and secret Easter egg, bits of dialogue, lines, ideas, and strange ideas from my book series that you haven't read yet, because I'm literally right now, as we are talking, about to start writing it for reals in real time as we do the live streams, sort of. You'll see, you'll catch on, and you'll see more and more segments of the bits where I actually write stuff. Tune in for more. DJ Zed, get loud. Hasta la vista, amigos. Hasta, we'll be back in a bit. Oh, more music. Thank you for joining us for our first impression look at insert name of game here, insert name of game here, insert name of game here. So much fun. Check out what we do with these pictures as we turn them into fan art, fan fiction, fan art, Eternal Strands. Name discovered. Tune in for more soon. Bye! Oh wait, we almost forgot the credits! Who plays the character? Real quick before we go. Wrong screen. We're gonna run out of time. No, we got plenty. We still got more minutes than I realized. Okay, we're looking for the name of the character, and then it won't let me fast forward though. That's the music coming out of the speakers, not the Xbox. These are all programmers and stuff. That's great. I don't doubt it. I just want the cast. We'll look it up on the internet later. I thought maybe it would start with the cast for some reason. I don't know why I thought that. Also, I just thought I'd vamp. Yeah, da 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 da. We're just vamping, cause there's still a few seconds before we run out of time, and it's still short enough to clip with Eclipse. Join us later as we actually compare and contrast the end result of the same show from earlier, a few days from a day ago now, that we processed using Opus Clip and Eclipse. We're gonna see the two resulting things, and we're gonna compare and contrast and do an evaluation of which one is worth your time and effort and money. As we need to call those segments something like Mr. Zeppo's Consumer Brand Review Show. Anyways, be good humansies to each other. Ciao. For reals, I'm leaving. I didn't see a cast of characters, did you? Maybe we saw them there. We'll ask the internet later. Bye.